Over these past few years that I've owned American Express, I guess it's a pretty long time at this point. It's been like 7 years that I've owned American Express and been a huge fan of American Express. I've seen kind of the rise and a little bit of the fall of what they had to offer. Now, I started with the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card, and it gave me a lot. It gave me a ton, right? When you talk about grocery spending, a big category that, I typically wouldn't have with a lot of other cards. Yes, you can get it with the Discover card, or the Chase Freedom card, Chase Freedom Flex card. But it's not something that you get every single quarter or the whole entire year, right? You're getting it for a portion of the year. Yes, it is 5%, but here you're getting a consistent 3% with that card. So honestly, it was a great play for me. But then I started to get into the higher tier cards, and I was like, all right, these look like they have a lot of benefits to them. And you saw the gold card and what that was, in the beginning stages of it, at least for me, as well as understanding the green card and the changes that it had there, and all the different things, the revamps and the build of interest for those cards. I was excited, right? I liked using them, and I could tell you that as time went on, I didn't like using them as much. So in this video, I want to talk about why I believe a lot of the market share for, Amex is kind of transitioning and moving over to Chase. At least a lot of Amex owners, if they are still owning Amex and, not getting rid of their Amex cards, they're mostly downgrading them. But what they are doing is getting Chase cards and starting that Chase journey if they were part of the American Express kind of team. Because typically when you're with a company, let's say you have a car, you have Ford, typically you're going to go back to Ford every single time until something really doesn't work for you. And once it doesn't work for you, now you're going to Ford's competitors, right? So we're going to be talking about the American Express, market share and why people are moving from American Express here, the platinum card, the gold card, the green card, over to, let me see if I can do this because I don't own any Chase cards as of right now, to Chase cards, which are right here. So anyways, let's go ahead and talk about this. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. And if you guys want to check out anything that I have going on, I should have something in the cards. I believe I have a giveaway that's still going on right now. Once we hit 2,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away free cryptocurrency. So feel free to check that out, be subscribed, all that stuff. So anyways, as I look through Google, as I look through the internet, you can look up, different market shares. You can look up different purchasing power and outstanding balances. And from basically a long time ago, Chase has pretty much controlled the market share when it comes to credit cards, right? They haven't controlled it by far. But when you look at the, amount of credit card by purchase volume, you're going to see, Chase is on top, American Express is right there, Citi, Capital One. So Chase and American Express have always been fighting for first and second. But people that own American Express cards are also now trying to own Chase cards because of what they offer. It's more broad categories. And I have two reasons as to why people are making that transition, if not, just completely going over there, like canceling out their American Express, or just, downgrading their American Express and then getting to that credit card issuer. So you can see here, if we look at credit card market share by issuer, and we scroll down here, it goes by outstanding balances. And as we understand what the market share is, so credit card market share by outstanding balance, you can see that Chase does have a slight edge over, American Express. As you see, American Express here, 16.5%. Then you look at 12.4. But people that are owning American Express are also using Chase a lot more. Even somebody like me, who has been a big fan of the gold card, big fan of the green card, big fan of, the platinum card and what it could offer, it just seems like maybe the benefits just didn't kind of stay with us. It didn't really give us all that we hoped and dreamed. It's not really moving with our normal spend. It's kind of going against that, if that makes sense. So What's the main reasons, right? As you see this market share and you see that American Express has 12.4% and Chase has about 16.5%. What's the main reason, in my opinion, that we see people that are moving over to Chase? Well, the main reason is, if you haven't seen in the last few years, there have been revamps to cards, but not just revamps to cards to where you have the same annual fee and you have improved benefits. No, they've been increasing the annual fees for a lot of things. Well, starting for me with the green card, where that went from like $95 all the way up to $150. They did offer some benefits for traveling, and I feel like people can gain a ton out of it. But they increased the annual fee. People don't like to pay a larger annual fee, but they want to remain loyal, and they're like, all right, well, let's hear them out. Let's see the benefits and all of that. Then you see the increased annual fee for the platinum card up to $695, a $700 annual fee. Yes, you do get a ton of value in the credits, but it's still a lot of money, especially for now. You have to think about it and go, okay, where do I get my benefits from this card? It would have to come from the credit. So now I'm forced to use all of these credits every single year so that I get those benefits from the card, as well as the spending. You would hope that you see the normal spending with 5x back, on travel and flights and all of that stuff, and hotels. And the icing on the cake kind of for me was, and I know that they have increased, I guess, a little bit with the value of this, but the Hilton Aspire card. Hilton Aspire card for a lot of people was kind of, it was S tier, it was up there, and it still probably is, especially if you are a person that stays in hotels a lot, that travels a lot. It may be something that you benefit from that because it has so many different pieces to it. But also, you're seeing the increased annual fee up to $550. It seems like they just keep increasing those fees, and they're not really necessarily trying to make money from the outstanding balances, which are fantastic, but they are trying to make money from you up front. And that's what it seems like with American Express. They're trying to get the payment up front before you use the product, type of thing. So every year that you have the Aspire card, every year that you have the Platinum card, they're trying to kind of, hey, give me money first, and then we'll give you these benefits. Now, the second thing would be the credits. I'm not a big fan of how American Express are doing their credits, where instead of you being able to use your entire credit, like when they had the airline credit, even though it was iffy, you had to, you could go through the gift card route, but there were times where that didn't happen, and that started to that didn't trigger the charge or trigger the credit. In the beginning, that's what happened for me. I was getting gift cards, and it would trigger the credit, and then it stopped doing that. And now you use the credits sparingly. You use the credits every single month. $10 per month, $20 per month, $15 per month. It forces you to use it as well as spend a little bit more, rather than just use the whole credit for that one time traveling or that one time doing that one thing, right? So it kind of sucks that things are split up. It's kind of incremental. And that's where I don't see the largest benefit from it. But maybe for some people it does benefit them, and they wanted to spend a little bit while also being able to capture the credit slightly. I don't really know. But I know I see a lot of people that are not really big fans of how the credits are structured. So I think those are the two reasons for me as to why I'm deciding to move towards my Chase journey. I haven't had any Chase cards until this point, where I have the Chase Freedom Flex, and now I'm starting my Chase journey, and I'm most likely going to be applying for a ton of cards. Now, there still are valuable cards there. I feel like the American Express Blue Cash Preferred card is an amazing card. I don't really like the fact that it's $6,000 limit on grocery spending, because most people spend more than that. But still, I feel like it's a valuable card, and it will give me value while I partner it up with the American Express Everyday card, as well as some other cards that have maybe 5% back on grocery spending at certain time periods. So anyways, Those are the two reasons. And I think one kind of other reason, right, honorable mention, would be the fact that you can't really use American Express cards everywhere. Like if I went to Costco, I can't use my American Express card, right? If I go to certain places, I can't use my American Express card. So people are opting for having another card that's a Visa card or MasterCard or something. So anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about American Express. Have you went from American Express over to Chase, or do you have both? Do you use one more than the other? Because it looks like as you see purchase volume, Chase is at the top. As you see outstanding balance, Chase is at the top. So anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.